Okay, hi guys, I'm Anushka and I help people turn their passion and their skills into 10k a month communities with recurring revenue, without ads, without a following. Um, yeah, basically that's what it is. So I thought today we could go through the top 45 most successful schools, more successful as in monetarily, because I know that's what a lot of us care about. School is a community based platform, in case you don't know. It's one of the best out there, and I fully endorse it. And this is going to be in and around that particular model. So I just thought I'm going to show you the top 45 schools, which isn't something that is public information. So, the top 45 most successful schools. Um, we start with self improvement, and we have Study Carter, which is by Michael Barr, and it's a law school exam and preparation school. It's making about $68,000 a month. This is monthly recurring revenue, guys. Yeah. Then we have Willie Carson, which is like ancient knowledge and self mastery, which is making $66,000 a month. We have Veronica White with PM Mastermind, which is making about $63,000 a month. This is on project management and career growth in that niche. So, this is what we learned, right? The riches are in the niches. This is what Alex Hormozy always says. Um, also, obviously, Hamza has the Library of Adonis, and Sebastian has like Neurospicy Community, which is like a productivity thing. That's doing really well too. Um, Relationships. Okay, so Casey Zander has a masculine leadership and relationship training program which is making about $90,000 a month, guys. This is insane. This is $1 million a year. Basically talking about masculine energy and relationship skills training, which is something that I'm sure you just kind of talk to your friends with at a bar. So this guy just monetized it and makes $1 million a year. Brilliant. Samantha Boss makes this has this community on rebuilding life after breakups and a divorce, and that's making about $35,000 a month, which is again essentially just about less than $500,000 a year. That's crazy. That is insane. There's also high level dating and relationships, there's communication building, there's confidence, all of that, and they're all doing phenomenally well. Like, this is stuff that therapists after years and years of education don't make. And this is nothing against them. In fact, I think they should be paid more with the way things are going. But I'm just saying, like, there's so much more to do out there. There's no formalized training required here. I bet Casey Zander is not a formalized therapist. We now go to sports. Bulletproof Cycling Club. Guys, cycling is something that people train on the ground for, right? They have an online community for cyclists. And there's so much more you could do high ticket with stuff like this. Like, you can create, a particular kind of machinery or something like that that cyclists require specifically, just because the kind of group that you have that is very focused on cycling, you have a lot of feedback mechanisms, so then the MVP will be very easily discovered just through research and conversation. So I'm just saying, a community is the first step to something bigger, like a long lasting product also. And today, since building is not the moat anymore, it's more distribution. This is something you should definitely look at. Basketball, guys, that's something you play on a court, and this guy's making $50,000 playing a month, helping people play basketball. That is not even one-on-one training. It's literally a group of people who like to play basketball, and he has a bunch of these course modules, and this is how much he's making. Pickleball, $42,000 a month. This is insane. This is again $500,000. That is crazy to me. Which other pickleball coach do you know that makes for $500,000 a month? Please explain. Then there's mental performance coaching, competitive athletes, stuff like that. Then there's ice hockey skating techniques. Wow. So now, for example, a person like me will not have access to ice hockey training at all in and around. So I feel like that's something that's amazing for people who don't have access to these kind of things, to get access to it, because the internet is one living, breathing organism that doesn't care that you're in a small town in India. Um, we have health. Now, this guy, I personally love him, Oscar Patel. He is a marketing genius. He talks about looks maxing. and fitness, discipline, lifestyle, all of that. But the idea is just basically making your face better. And who would not pay for that? Instead of paying for Botox, this guy has given you natural remedies to an asymmetrical face, which reminds me I should probably go for that. But he's making $200,000 a month. He's making $2 million more than that a year out of his house, essentially just helping people, be more confident and look better by using masking tape and like certain techniques and stuff like that. We have sustainable weight loss. I'm not going to pronounce her last name because I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher it. $63,000 a month. Now, a lot of these communities are catered towards a particular niche. I think that is what also makes them so valuable. So maybe look into that when you're starting your own community. Hormonal health and weight loss for women. The Lady Change makes $50,000 a month. Guys, this is someone who went through menopause, realized that the weight gain is real, and then started a community for people with no formalized training. And she makes $500,000 a year from her house. Complete profit. That is insane. There's so much out there today. Which nutritionist is making 37,000? I mean, she's making like, $400,000 a year. Which nutritionist today is making that kind of money? I don't know anybody. Tech. This is the most life-changing thing ever. So Nate Hawk has AI Automation Society that makes about $200,000. So this guy's made about $3.5 million a year consistently around Skool. I think it's gone down slightly right now, but this guy is amazing. He's the best in the AI automation space. Education and tech really pay very well. You can see the difference between the kind of community that you can create and the kind of money you can make around that. So you kind of know that tech is, again, heavy money is involved. Money, helping people make money, that's another big thing that you can help monetize, because again, it's an ROI generating machine, right? So all of these people are doing stuff in and around AI. There's one guy that's making $100,000 a month teaching people how to get started in cybersecurity, which is a brilliant niche because, again, like I said, everything's getting automated, so there's a lot of bugs out there. Monetizing through AI tools, AI Profit Boardroom, again, making $104,000 a month. This guy posts on YouTube long-form content, probably like twice a day, thrice a day, and that's all AI generated, by the way. He's printing money. This is what he's doing. Nate Hawk wrote basically the book on how to like go about doing this. He posted consistently on YouTube for 300 days. He has about 300 videos. Yeah, that is what was happening over there for quite a while, and that is when he's gotten into this level. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. He was a Goldman Sachs consultant and decided that AI is the way to go and started posting videos online, and his life changed completely. This is how much he used to make in a year. Probably not even that, actually. He now makes it monthly. Spencer Poliv, the GOAT. He makes $500,000 a month. Oh, we were playing in the $500,000 a year territory, right? This guy makes that in a month. He's making more than $5 million, basically $6 million a year, more than that. That is insane. And he has this group that helps e-com creators, e-com brands who are doing about more than $100,000 a month in revenue. He helps optimize their FB ads, so it's crazy. Blue Collar Business Accelerator, again, helping people make money. Homes, like plumbers, roofing people, landscaping people. These are the kind of people that he targets, again, making phenomenal amounts of money. This is how much a plumber earns annually. So the fact that he's making this monthly is like insane to me. Maker Skool, brilliant guy. I love Nick. He again basically wrote the playbook. He was a GOAT for quite a while. He wrote the playbook on AI, monetizing AI basically. Very early into the game, really consistent again. So yeah, look at this. This guy, I think these people were very famous on Instagram. They used to do these street interviews. I know that you've seen. They make about $183,000 a month. This is literally people's yearly salaries. After 4 years of college, plus 2 years of like work ex. This is how much these guys make. We have music. Now, which guitar player makes $500,000 a month? Please explain to me. Who's not like who's not probably, someone in the Beatles or One Direction or something like that. Which guitar player? This is insane to me. Which tutor makes that kind of money? This voiceover school, they're doing very well with $20,000 a month. And again, you might think it's not much compared. But then if you look at the niche, That itself is extremely impressive. There's a guy who's teaching DJ skills. He's making $15,000 a month. That's insane. That's, probably what some DJs make in a year. Drumming technique, stuff like that. Hobbies. I love this one. There's Balkan and percussion theory. This guy makes about $45,000 a month. Salsa. Salsa is something that's so baffling to me. $37,000 a month. Basically, they make $400,000 a year. More than that, almost like less than $500,000 a year. Teaching people how to do salsa from their houses. Salsa is required. Like a partner is required, but they claim that they don't require a partner. So this is brilliant to me that these guys are able to do that. Dog training. Oh my god, we need it. We so need it. He's helping you train your dog from afar, and that's so much cheaper than hiring a dog trainer. The acting lab, which is again amazing, because you're democratizing access to acting. Learn Spanish, kill Duolingo, let's go. Spirituality. This is amazing because this kind of helps you find your tribe, right? Be a part of people that you will definitely not have access to. Me living in India, someone else living in the US, someone else living in Netherlands, and it kind of just connects us all together. That's brilliant. These people, this Manifest Academy is doing about $30,000 a month. This guy Samuel Lee is doing more than $100,000 a month talking about spirituality. That's brilliant. Reiki, Mickey from Reiki for Riches is making about $30,000 a month. That is insane. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that there is so much potential out there for anything and everything. The reason why I want to go through these different tiers and these different niches is because I want to tell you all that you can start a community on anything. The best way to go about doing this would be probably making it slightly niche. So like, for example, there's people who are teaching people how to do Reiki. There's people who do calligraphy. There's calligraphy twin, like these twins who do calligraphy make about $120,000 a month just off of a community where they've created a couple of coaches and people interact with each other's calligraphy and all of that. It's really cool. It's like they have 1,000 members, each paying $9 a month, and then you can upsell. You can upsell pens, ink, stationery, all kinds of stuff. The best part about a community is that it's a focus group, right? So you can just kind of go deeper. If it's a health and fitness focus group, like a guy like Oscar, he can come up with his own Zygo tape and people would buy it because he has a community of followers dialed in on his progress and his process. So you understand how it's so much more, just is so much, there's so much more you could do with it. Like these people have just scratched the tip of the iceberg, and this is helping people constantly, like beyond the monetization bit. I hope that some of you guys do care about impacting people on that scale, and these people don't have access. Like I would never have access to Reiki when I was living here, because I don't think I would know anybody who does that, and even if I do know Reiki people, they end up being too expensive for me to kind of go through. But if there's someone who's hosting some sort of Reiki classes or workshops or a community that subsidizes the cost for everybody, Nick would teach AI to me, he would probably charge me $4,000 an hour. That's his rate, right? But if he's giving out material, is democratizing access for people like me who don't want to pay $4,000 a month. At the same time, it's a school, right? The idea is accountability. Like I'm friends with a couple of people on Skool, and we kind of motivate each other. Like, did you show up today? Did you do this today? It's a public accountability thing. So I'm just saying there's so much. This is one of the greatest opportunities of the 21st century. And if you're not capitalizing on it, I think you're just dumb, because you can literally start with no following. You can start with no ads. You can start essentially with $17 a month. I think there's a $14-day free trial, and then there's like a $14 a month or $17 a month plan. That is it. That's quite literally it. And there's so much free content out there on how to grow your own community. And you don't necessarily have to host it on Skool. Skool is just one of the best platforms I've come across for community building. There's also Warp, there's Circle, there's a bunch of these different things. But Skool provides a day one, day two. It's like a classroom situation, which I love. But yeah, enough of the rant. But I'm just trying to say that I genuinely believe that this is really the way the world is going to move forward. And I would hate to see you not being a part of it. So go launch your own Skool and let me know if I can help.